Hey, welcome back. I thought that I would continue from the stream we were doing yesterday on categories. We were running into some issues yesterday with querying from Hasura. Unfortunately, we are still having issues there. I have reached out to the team at Hasura to see maybe what's going on, but it is significantly slowing down us working on this locally. I'm not sure exactly what the problem is. It does seem to be just the one project in Hasura. Other ones seem to be fine when I'm querying those. Um, and I can make a GraphQL request to that endpoint and it doesn't seem to be a problem. But when we're in development here, it just seems to be causing issues and slowing us down. When I kind of navigate pages, it's making a request and what have you. Um, but when I start the next server, it is just slowing us right down. Some responses aren't even responding, and kind of the get static props, all of that fun stuff is just it doesn't seem to be resolving the query. It seems to be getting stuck. Only sometimes if we restart the server, it seems to be completely fine, but it really is slowing our development down. So hopefully we get a response back and we can see what maybe is going on. And if it continues to be an issue with our Hasura project, then maybe we just kind of have to scrap it and create a new one. And try and see if that solves the issue. But it sends the request. It's just getting itself stuck. So yeah, we'll probably come back to it at some point. Yeah, it's just getting all stuck. So as I've restarted the server and we move around to categories, you'll see this is fine. But as we kind of finish up what we've got here, you'll observe that as I navigate around, like there, for example, and click on members, nothing is happening. It's just taking a while to resolve that query, and we'll see that it'll eventually say that it's waiting for Hasura. So I'm not 100% sure what's going on. We haven't changed anything on how stuff's queried, so it's just getting itself all flustered. So I'm hoping we can get to the bottom of that. It's not a problem when we build the site. It just seems to be a development issue. And we've done all the deleting builds, local builds, the cache, and reinstalling modules and things. The only thing I haven't done is create a new Hasura project, although I have created a quick Next app and used a generic table and stuff. So it seems to be that it's an issue with the specific project. And yeah, we'll just have to kind of make do. And this is really going to slow us down, and I'm hoping that we can get over this. Otherwise, this is going to be a problem to continue developing over the next few days to wrap up these remaining features. So why don't we head on over to GitHub now, and we'll just see where we are at with the issues we've got. And I just thought I'd spend sort of 15-20 minutes now kind of wrapping up the feature we did yesterday, and then hopefully by the time our issues are resolved, we can move on to some of the other fun issues we've got. So we've got 1, 2, 3 issues left to do in our hackathon. We are running a hackathon up until the 19th, so we want to get all of these done, and then we're actually working on this one now, so we can kind of wrap up that and send it into the Hasura hackathon competition. Yeah, so that's loaded. We go to the categories page, that loads, but as soon as we start to do anything, something's leaking somewhere, and it is not good. So we can remove that because that was when we were offline. Right, so as you see here, we've got the categories index. This is categories. I've added a link in the header. I know the header isn't so good looking right now, but we will be addressing that at some point. I don't know whether it's part of the hackathon stuff we need to worry ourselves about, but we will kind of improve the header here. What I do want to do, and Next doesn't allow us to do this, is I want to have a drop down here at all times like this headless UI. I'd like to have something like this, but for categories. So wherever we are in the application, we can always go to the category that we want. But we'd have to query that on every page, write that query on every page, or we'd have to query client side, and that kind of gives that little bit of a flicker and a delay while it's loading. Because there's nowhere Next to kind of statically fetch data and pass it down to all of the child pages. You can kind of only do it on a per page basis, which is unfortunate in our case. So yeah, let's just maybe push up what we continued yesterday. We were running issues yesterday, so what we've got now is we've got the category, and these are all the categories, the parent categories, and then if there's a thread inside of it, it kind of just shows the who last replied. So if I go into the markup category here, if I create a new thread, one thing I would like to do as well is when we click new thread, I would like that to know the path that you are currently in, and if it begins with a category or a thread, then it knows to automatically populate here. But let's just create one in here for now, and we'll create a thread here and we'll post that. And you'll see this is taken forever. We have posted. It has successfully created it. It's just not moving page in development. It's just slowing us right down. So I don't know what is going on. Waiting for Webpack to become idle before initializing the page. So there is an issue here, but it's quite old, and I don't know if it's related. We're not using SAS or anything, but I wonder if... I don't think it's nothing to do with any of that. I don't think. We haven't done anything different. We haven't changed a single thing. We've got class names on our links. I don't know. So we go categories. We have to stop the server, restart. This is annoying, so I won't be streaming for long today because I want to get to the bottom of this. So we'll probably pick up tomorrow with a new feature, providing that I've got to the bottom of what is going on. So there you can see no tribe replied to test. And in fact, I didn't reply. I posted that thread. I haven't replied to anything. So maybe we need to fix how that works. So has replies is if it's the count is greater than or equal to 1. Well, that should just be greater than 1. So there, no tribe posted test today at timestamp, and we click on that. That will take us to the category. Maybe it's worth, I don't know, maybe we don't do this now, but maybe it's worth creating a separate link to that thread in here. Yeah, I'm clicking links here and nothing is working. It is just really annoying. Now, the only thing we have done is upgrade Next.js. I'm going to move this back down to 3. Let's remove all of our dependencies. This is the only thing we have done, but I don't think the issue happened after then. Node modules, thrilling to watch. I know. Whoa. Weird. Let's do npm run dev. And what was that error? I'm just going to take a screenshot of this because if it is an error, promise was rejected. Screenshot that for later viewing. And yeah, the reason I upgraded it that this is a issue, unknown key passed via this due to removing as in the links. So this was fixed in Next 955. And when we upgraded, we seem to have run into this problem. At least I think that's the problem. Recent. Categories. Let's click around and see if we can get back to the problem we had before. Members. Yeah, we got the same problem, so it's not next. Yeah, we got some serious issues going on. So yeah, let's stop the server, start it again, because that seems to be the only thing that's working for us. We know the issue is not with Next 5.5, so I'll revert that. So I'm going to post this up now to GitHub. We'll get that merged in, and then we can hopefully resume tomorrow with the next stream, with the next feature, and hopefully the issue's been fixed by then. But there's no way we can work like this. Yesterday was running, we were running all sorts of issues. Oops. With this, so we'll say categories index, and we'll just update, and we'll just throw everything in. We can't continue like this. We've got to get to the bottom of what is going on. Of course, we just have problem after problem. None of our git config is working. So the body will be closes 54. We'll push that to GitHub and we'll go and check that out. So once that builds, I'll get that merged, and then tomorrow we will be able to pick up on the next feature. And I'm thinking tomorrow that we look at doing the update thread title. So if I'm the owner of the thread, then I should be able to update the title. And that makes, you know, that kind of closes off that part. Anyone can kind of close, update if you're the owner, and then edit your message if it's your message, and then the last thing would be to update the thread title. That's our last feature. And then show online users. Well, technically we are showing online users in the members page. So when you go to the members page, you've got a little badge. It could be quite nice to show a table somewhere to show people that are online. But maybe so we just close this for now, and we just say that you know, the members page does show who's online, maybe we can add a filter later on down the line to sort by people who are online, and that might be worth doing. So we'll close this issue out when we merge that PR. Let's go ahead and merge. Then we've only got update thread title to do for the hackathon. That's kind of all of the issues we've created. We've created a bunch along the way. We've closed 25 issues, which is really nice. And we'll probably get onto more of the password stuff. I'm thinking about actually integrating Auth0 for authentication, just because it'll give us the avatar and things of the social, if we enable social login, it'll just give us all of that stuff for free. I think it works with Gravatar as well, so it just makes sense to reduce some of the stuff we do. We can just add in Auth0 for the authentication, and it'll take care of all the password stuff as well. I'm a little undecided. I would like to just do it ourselves, but maybe as we use the best tool, some of the best tools for the job anyway, and not kind of rely on doing everything ourselves and creating more, potential bugs and stuff. So we'll go to jamstackbb.dev and click categories. You'll see we've got categories here. I can go into here, click this thread, click delete thread, go back to categories, and I'll see that markup is now got nothing in. Delete this thread, come back, it's gone from there, and it's no longer around. And that's when you're inside of the category general, you can see all of the threads in there, pin threads, and you can also see a subcategory. And then we can go through to that category as well. So I'm going to leave it here today because we are still having issues with connecting to Hasura. We just can't work like that at the moment. The feedback for seeing anything and doing anything is just not good. So that is it. Thank you very much. I know it's been a short one, but go back and watch yesterday's video where we did the first part of this. And I just kind of want to follow up by finishing what we did yesterday, because we start to run into those issues with Hasura, and unfortunately today we've still got those. Otherwise, I would like to have done update the thread title, but maybe as we do that tomorrow, then we take a break, and then hopefully we can get back at some of this stuff next week, because we're almost there with kind of the MVP, so to speak. So yeah, thanks very much for tuning in. If you've got any questions, please head on over to jamstackbb.dev, join up, create an account, and get involved. Until next time.